One man the focus of attention, in a rich vein of form and topping the scoring charts. Will he add more today on EA TV? Hello everyone, the weather forecasters promised us a very pleasant day for football, and that's exactly what we've got. I'm Derek Ray, your match commentator, and alongside providing all the tactical analysis is Stuart Robson. And Turkish Superliga action is what's on the menu today. It's the Dream Destroyers versus Göztepe.
Yes, thanks as always, Derek. We've got two good teams here, so I'm anticipating a really good game. The atmosphere is electric inside the stadium before kick-off, and hopefully we're not disappointed.
And Destroyers have it back. The starting 11 for Dream Destroyers. Gianluigi Donnarumma begins in goal. Luca Digne plays with Azpilicueta in central defence.
Can he finish it, Derek?
That's high-level goalkeeping.
Well, that's a fantastic save. He's such a good keeper.
And taken by Mkhitaryan. And clears his lines. A striker you can simply never write off. Jamie Vardy, of course, he has so much know-how. Stuart, what are you anticipating seeing from him?
Well, that's a very impressive return, isn't it? He's been excellent, and it's not just been his goals. His all-round players look really bright this season.
Didn't miss by very much.
Yeah, he adjusted his body so well there. It's a great piece of skill, and it probably deserved a goal.
Luca Digne. Vardy. Superb defensive judgment to end the attack. A move of promise on the flank. But ultimately up a cul-de-sac. A really committed challenge, and it's gone out for a throw-in. Well, that is how to run at defenders. Mkhitaryan with the cross. Beautifully disguised ball. And nothing comes of the attack when all is said and done. Vardy. And a poor ball. They've lost it. Well, visionary passing. Well, it looked as though he might be onto something, but his timing left a bit to be desired.
Yeah, that's frustrating, because he's just been too impatient there. He doesn't need to make his movement quite so early.
And that pass could be troublesome. No problems grabbing hold of that one. Granit Xhaka. Haaland. Can they get themselves in front here? Really good high press. Now, they would have been disappointed had he spilled that one.
Well, the hosts, as you can see, have enjoyed so much possession, but without really creating too many chances.
Oh, wait a minute, Stuart. Opportunity. And there is the goal that gives them a well-merited lead. It had been coming. Well, back underway, and 1-0 it is. Let's see what happens next. Well, getting the ball forward, and he's through here. Keeper getting the touch. Danger averted for now. Having won the ball back, they might be able to profit. The timing was perfect. It had to be. And there the attack ends for now. The two teams have switched around and are ready now for the second half. Well, he's beaten his man comprehensively. Save, but still a chance. Well, somehow the goalkeeper got to it. Lorenzi. Oh, foul play, says the referee. Çalhanoğlu. Vardy. Chance for Vardy! And there it is! A two-goal cushion now, and they just need to keep the concentration. So 2-0 now. Beautifully weighted ball. Well, he read that brilliantly at the back. No-nonsense clearance. And breaking at pace with menace. Soner Aydodu. A really sumptuous ball. A gift for any goalkeeper. So half an hour remaining. And a strong tackle. And the Dream Destroyers pushing the ball forward with options available. Well, that's how to put in a clean tackle. Has eyes for goal! Oh, the goalkeeper did well to hang on to that one. Well, thumped clear. This might be the perfect counter-attacking opportunity. Very quick thinking there. Oh, they've lost it. And the emphasis is on creativity. And gobbled up with ease by the keeper. Now, can the keeper deal with the pressure? Granit Xhaka. Well, on the cusp of the final whistle, and the home side really prospering today. Stuart, interested to get your take.
Yeah, clearly the better side. Obviously been fantastic up front, but it's their work ethic for me. They're just not happy unless...
Oh, they could put it away, Stuart. Whatever way you look at that, it's been squandered. Well, they have elected to go to the bench at this stage of the game. Doesn't want to give it away here. Really getting stuck in defensively. Well, he could really get at the opposition. And since they have the ball, the referee playing advantage here. Superb block. Something to worry about here. And he thwarted the attack with a masterful tackle. Well, the counter chance looks very real. And play halted, free kick given. Well, he's certainly been warned, Stuart. No more challenges like that.
Well, he's in no doubt now. He can't foul again.
And they're making a change. Well, the free kick fired too close to the goalkeeper. And there goes the final whistle. And the home fans are going to be happy about this outcome. Our cameras on one man. Will he add to his total of 4 goals from his last 3? This is EA TV. Hi everyone, it is an absolutely splendid day for football and we're looking forward to the game. I'm Derek Ray and joining me to provide expert analysis is Stuart Robson. And what we have coming up for you is live action from the Turkish Superliga. What might we see today, Stuart?
Well, Derek, as is always the case, the team that dominates midfield will be the team that controls the flow of the game. And
oh, just wide of the mark. Goal kick.
well, that never looked like troubling the keeper, did it? But it was worth an effort, a good strike from him.
And players waiting in the centre. The stop and out wide, and it's 2 strikers up front who will look to provide the goal-scoring threat. Well, as the caption shows, the visitors come into today's game leading the league in goals for, the best attack in the league statistically.
Well, they've been devastating on the counter-attack. Their speed of
Oh, hang
pass...
on, Stuart, it's a chance! Well, you've got to classify that as a poor attempt. A long way wide. Decent progress with the ball at his feet. Electing to cross into the centre. It looked as though they had attacking momentum, but not so. Mkhitaryan. Crossed accurately towards the far post. Well, the keeper wasn't fooled by it at all, in actual fact. Not the best challenge, free kick. Vardy, well, able to close down the shot. Alper Potuk. Joel Poyanpalo. Damian Djokovic. And the keeper's delighted to see that sail well over the bar. Goal kick. Spot on with that tackle. Çalhanoğlu. And possession lost by the Dream Destroyers. Sustained pressure, and now they have the ball. Well, he didn't miss by all that much.
Well, he struck it quite nicely, but the keeper was always in control of the situation. He knew that was going wide.
There's a thorough understanding of defending Azpilicueta. He's beaten his man. Well, in the final analysis, it was good defending.
Well, there you have it. The away team have had so much of the possession, but they haven't done enough with it, particularly in the midfield areas, where their passing has been far too safe.
And fired against the crossbar. Alper Potuk. Now, counter-attacking possibilities here. Well, it petered out. Defenders need to cover. Haaland. He'll have a go here. Superb block. Well, there is going to be stoppage time, but only the 1 minute. Quite possibly a yellow card as their flow was stopped. So there goes the half-time whistle, and it is a story. The teams are ready to have a go at each other again as the second half commences. Happy to take on the shot. Rifled against the post, but back in play.
Well, they're certainly getting closer. You just sense that the goal is coming. They're playing so well at the moment.
Damian Djokovic. Determined defending. Breaking at pace. Well, it could be on for him here. A mischievous effort. Superb stop. And he read it well, intercepting it. Çalhanoğlu. And the keeper taking... taking care of the situation. And the Dream Destroyers now in potentially a dangerous position. Well, he's given us away. Switching from gear to gear as he runs, Mkhitaryan. Oh, magnificent reaction. Both managers deciding this is the time to change things around. Both teams going to the bench. And a long way out. But the goalkeeper didn't have to work quite as hard as I thought he might initially. Well, we have 20 minutes left in this game. The keeper was never likely to be in trouble then. Haaland. Real defensive commitment there. Alper Potuk. It's with Fabrizio Baiano. Just knocking it around, looking to carve out a chance. And the outcome is a free kick here. This to make it 1-0. And a timely penalty save.
Well, it's a great chance here, and don't these fans know it?
And he's fired over the corner and fisted away. Well, he got the touch on the ball, and so a corner it'll be.
Well, just listen to these fans. They're urging their team to score here and take the lead.
Well, still an issue here. Space and time for the cross. Clattered away. Useful looking ball. Well, that is how to nullify the opposition. And they'll get ready for the throw-in. Five minutes to go. Damian Djokovic. Trying to get onto the front foot with the minutes ticking away. And the problem not completely solved. Shot blocked, but still alive. A routine save. They're trying to get right into his face. Just 1 minute of stoppage time, say the officials. He takes aim. No way through. Mkhitaryan. And so the final whistle is sounded, and this game will go into the history books recorded as a draw. What do you think the visitors will feel about what they put into... All eyes on one man. In wonderful form, can he add to his goal-scoring haul today on EA TV? Well, nights like these are just what you hope for as a spectator. A warm welcome. I'm Derek Ray, and sitting alongside me, ready to provide all the technical and tactical analysis, is Stuart Robson. And what we have coming up for you is live action from the Turkish Superliga. Stuart, how do you see this one going?
Well, Derek, we can talk about coaches and their methods, but it's now down to the players. Which ones are going to stand out, who will affect the game, and who will have the greater desire? It should be a cracking game, though.
And with that, the attack fizzles out. The starting 11 for Dream Destroyers. Gianluigi Donnarumma stands between the posts. Mkhitaryan plays with Azpilicueta in central defence. Hakan Çalhanoğlu starts with Henri Mkhitaryan out wide. And the story in attack is one of a strike partnership. Oh, he's left his marker for dead. Determined block. Not a particularly... And a goal to open the scoring. A very bright start to this one.
Well, here it is.
Now can they make something happen? Well, on you go, says the referee. Advantage. And he's taken it away. That's very effective, good high pressing. Well, as we glance at the table, it really is shaping up to be a captivating season, highly competitive, especially at the summit. And he scored not once, but twice. They simply cannot stop him, and no wonder he's enjoying himself.
Well, this is a brilliant strike, as you can see. He hits it with so much power. The keeper had no chance. Fantastic finish.
Well, a second goal for them here. And scope for them to produce something exciting. But really sticking to their task defensively. Granit Xhaka. Tremendous ball played through. And they couldn't quite muster a real threat. Into the centre from Mkhitaryan. Oh, a majestic finish! He's going to be rightly proud of that moment. Magnificent!
Well, you won't get tired of watching this. The improvisation, the skill, and the end product. What a goal that is.
3 goals without reply. Well, the referee not too happy with the challenge and blows for a free kick. It comes to nothing in the end.
Well, as you can see, the hosts have had most of the ball, and as a result have dominated the game. Some of their passing movements have been a joy to watch, and I don't think anything's going to change that.
Well, the danger is still there. Foul there, free kick awarded. Well, if you're the opposing defender, you've really got to keep a weather eye on Erling Haaland. What are you expecting to see?
Derek, can he finish this?
Well, it might still work out for them. The fist of the goalkeeper. Well, it can be a bit of a hit or a miss when you try to catch the ball in that manner.
Well, it's a difficult skill, and on this occasion, he can't quite pull it off. Just didn't hit it cleanly enough.
Chetin. Vardy. Really good diving save. Henri Mkhitaryan with the corner. Making sure nothing untoward happened. Tete. An authoritative challenge. So 1 minute of stoppage time. That's what the officials have said. Oh, lovely incisive pass. And with that, the first half drawn. Oh, he's left. Plenty to consider based on what we've seen so far as the second half begins. A chance maybe from the wide position. And the keeper's delighted to see that sail well over the bar. Goal kick. And real pressure on Azpilicueta. Spot on with that tackle. Çalhanoğlu. And now they have the ball back. Can he put it in? Still a chance. And he takes it away. And breaking at pace with menace. And it's offside. That was very close. Strength and control, a big part of his game. Really nice ball. Now, will they do it from here? Surely. And there it is! A goal from an angle that looked well nigh impossible.
Well, as you can see, it's a good finish. It just goes in off the post. It's perfect placement.
And this is turning into something of a rout. 4-0. 30 minutes to go then. Çalhanoğlu. Oh, in with a chance. A goal! We're really being spoiled. This is attacking football at its finest. Oh, my goodness, it's so one-sided. 5-0 in this match. And he read it well. Good-looking ball. Defended well. Well, that'll be a free kick. And they're making a change. 20 minutes to go in this one. And a fine tackle. Haaland. Well, let's see what they have in store for them on the break. Will it be sufficiently imaginative? Well, it was a risky challenge, but brilliantly executed. Oh, he's lost possession. Well, that's how to do it inside your own penalty area. Mahrez. A chance to whip it in. Well, not the best clearance. And in the end, no damage done. Tete. Goalkeeper's ball. The cross delivered too close to him. And a throw-in forthcoming. Well, they are committed to making the substitution here. And in the perfect position to read it. Might really be able to trouble them here. Çalhanoğlu, and the keeper more than equal to it. Henri Mkhitaryan with the corner. Well, still an issue here. Çalhanoğlu, superb block. Vardy, just can't get it past them. Played over. Well, mopping up defensively. And there it is, the final whistle. The home fans are going to be... Well, they couldn't quite muster a real threat. Cameras trained on one man, in fantastic form and the top scorer in the league. Destroyers. Gianluigi Donnarumma is the keeper. Hakan Çalhanoğlu starts with Henri Mkhitaryan out wide, and so many different ways to configure an attack. In this case, it'll be two men up front. In with a chance! And a goalkeeper on top of his game.
Well, it's great goalkeeping. What a big save that is.
Well, no end product. And great use of the ball to keep possession. Being pressed and pressed high. Decent progress with the ball at his feet. Well, quite simply the cross was too close to the keeper. Well, full credit to the visitors for the way they've gone about their defensive business. In fact, they're the #1 team defensively in the league.
Well, I can only admire the work rate.
It's still alive, and he clears it out of harm's way.
Well, so close to getting that early goal there, but it was a wonderful save by the keeper, you have to say.
Good movement. That's a nice-looking ball, and a struggle to get it away properly. Well, they can bring it out now. Mohamed Demir. Really vital interception. Çalhanoğlu. Well, that's how to break the spirit of the attacker. And unable to keep possession. And the Dream Destroyers pushing the ball forward with options available. Oh, this is looking promising. Just had to keep his concentration to the maximum, and he did. Well, the teams are locked together. Will it stay that way following this corner? Not the best clearance. Mahrez. And still a chance. Digne. And a body in the way. Clattered away. Vardy. And just narrowly wide.
Well, it's a good effort from that range, but I think the keeper had it covered.
Halil Ibrahim Pehlivan. Getting in there to take it away. And they need to get tighter. Vardy. Mkhitaryan! And the keeper getting across to stop it. And now the delivery. A deft clearance. Çalhanoğlu. Superb block. Now doesn't get away with it. Free kick given. This to make it 1-0. And gobbled up with ease by the keeper. Racing forward, trying to catch them out. Well, they seem to be onto something positive, but it faded away. Looking confident with the ball at his feet. No problems grabbing hold of that one. And that will do it for now. They cannot be separated at the break. The two teams have switched around and are ready now for the second half. Sadiq. Haaland. Takes the shot. Able to get a body in the way. This might be the perfect counter-attacking opportunity. Well, that break looked so promising, but nothing coming from it. Chetin. Çalhanoğlu. Oh, managing to beat him. Henri Mkhitaryan. Well, he couldn't quite hit the target, Stuart.
Well, it's a decent effort, but I don't think it was ever going to trouble the goalkeeper. Well, there it is. The visitors have completely dominated the game in the last 15 minutes and created a hatful of chances. But when you're enjoying that amount of possession, you need to make it count.
Haaland. Oh, tremendous work from the keeper to avert the danger. Oh, you don't want to lose the ball in that position. And getting across to stop it. Corner kick played in. And just wide. There really wasn't much in that at all. Mkhitaryan. Çalhanoğlu. Takes the shot. A goal! On the back of sustained pressure. Now they deservedly hold the advantage.
Well, as you can see, this was always coming. They've been piling on the pressure. It's a well-deserved goal.
And the ball moving again. What sort of response will we see from them now? Into the final 20 minutes. Xhaka. He's going forward well here. Determined defending. And showing good defensive judgment. Well, they do like to press whenever they can. Well, he's lost the ball. Space and time for the cross. Mahrez! Brilliantly blocked. Will he? Crucial intervention just then amid impending danger. And the keeper will happily collect that one. And the referee blows the whistle. It is a free kick. Substitution time it is here. Mahrez. Mkhitaryan. Well, it would have been a chance. But the run was mistimed. Offside. Both substitutes who've been getting ready will come on at the same time. How can they turn one of these attacks into a goal? Teammates in the middle. Well, it wasn't quite as good as it looked when it left the boot. Çalhanoğlu. This might be ideal for the counter. And not a great challenge. Free kick here. Well, just a warning from the referee this time.
And I think the referee has got that absolutely right. It's not a card for me.
Xhaka's lost the ball. Alexandru Maxime. Can they take advantage? This looks interesting. It's got to be! And a goal to level it up late on here. Just look at the reaction. So back underway. They've levelled it at 1-1 here. And the referee sees that as a foul. Free kick given. Well, now he's walking on eggshells, you might say. Next time it'll be yellow. Still pushing for what could be a winner. Well, this forthcoming corner might just do it. Could be their last chance to hit the front in the dying moments. And that is that. Full time here and a draw. The two teams couldn't be set. Building to a crescendo all week, and very shortly it will be for real. We have all the action for you live, and a warm welcome on what is an ideal night for football, you've got to say. My name is Derek Ray, excited to be bringing you match commentary, and alongside me, my broadcasting partner, Stuart Robson. And ahead is live action from the Turkish Superliga. Stuart, tell us about your pre-match thoughts.
Well, Derek, we can talk about coaches and their methods, but it's now down to the players.
He's in with a chance, but can't avail himself of the chance.
Well, he'd be disappointed with that. Maybe it's just come a bit too early for him.
The starting 11 for Dream Destroyers. Gianluigi Donnarumma begins in goal. Henri Mkhitaryan starts with Riyad Mahrez on the flanks. And the story in
What a
attack.
chance this is, Derek.
And he's kept it out, fully stretched, somehow reaching it. Henri Mkhitaryan with the corner. Well, the pressure from his opponent was telling. Well, who saw this coming as we look at the table? Many people expected Galatasaray to excel. Instead, they've struggled.
Well, what a poor season they're having. I really thought they would be challenging for the title. There just seems to be something wrong with the attitude of the players at the moment, and that needs to change quickly.
What a save!
Well, they've started the game really brightly here, and they've looked dangerous. But that was a top-class save from the keeper. Brilliant from him.
Promising move from Destroyers. Mkhitaryan. And on to Xhaka. Xhaka! Well, after that attempt, gobbled up by the keeper. Jure Balkovets. Andrea Bertolacci. Bertolacci. Well, that's a super ball over the top. Well, not great on the accuracy front. Goal kick here. Riyad Mahrez. Chance to do damage, but they dealt with the threat posed. And the counter-attack is on, options available. Do they have the guile to open up the defence? Cross towards that far post. Can they cover up? And he clears it out of harm's way. Great challenge, he got nothing but ball. Karamo. Crossed into the penalty area. Not really the ideal clearance. Oh, nice ball over the top to chase. Couldn't quite hang on. Oh, body in the way, crucially. And you've got to say, not the best of volleys that time.
Yeah, it was certainly there to hit, but he just couldn't make the right contact. It was well wide in the end.
Musa. Andrea Bertolacci. Still on level terms, moving the ball nicely. Makes the move to the inside. Bertolacci. Can he put them in front? Save, but still a chance. But it looked so threatening, but the danger averted. Mkhitaryan. Counter-attacking, very much an option. In with a chance. In it goes! The goal for 1-0, and that changes the dynamic. Well, back underway, and 1-0 it is. Let's see what happens next. And the electronic board showing 1 additional minute. A chance there. And back in business, the Dream Destroyers with the lead, but still with work to do. Really bright-looking attack. Vardy, keeper getting the touch. The inside route looks promising. Well, good effort, but he's placed it wide. Derek Lucasen. Well, Henrik Mkhitaryan in the first half, you might say, Stuart, playing like a man possessed.
Well, I'm sure the manager will be delighted with him. He'll have drilled it into them to keep their focus, keep playing through to the half-time whistle, and it's certainly put them in a good position to go on and win this now.
Moving into the advanced position. Could be! And a goal to increase their advantage to 2 overall. That little bit of a cushion. Now it's all about keeping the concentration. Well, a second goal for them here. Fabio Borini. Well, he's given us away. Vardy. Good effort here. Can they stop it going in? Well, the goalkeeper got there in the end.
Well, his recovery is brilliant here. So athletic.
Derek Lucasen. Well, just couldn't keep the ball.
Well, there you can see it. The hosts haven't been able to control possession, but their counter-attacking has been really good, particularly in the wide areas. It's been an excellent performance from them so far.
Biglia. Here's Tunay Torun. Oh, terrific pass. And still danger here. And a time for calm on the ball. Encouraging move from the Dream Destroyers. Oh, what an opportunity. And a touch of finesse. Oh dear, the goal was at his mercy. Tame effort. Mahrez. Oh, keeper dealt with it. And time for the change now. Henrik Mkhitaryan with the corner. And not an attempt he'll be terribly proud of. Biglia. Now we're inside the final 15 minutes. Tunay Torun. Emre Moore now. Biglia. Moore. Trying to lob the keeper. And the referee takes exception to the challenge. Free kick. This to get themselves back into it. Well, that's really sound goalkeeping, not letting the opposition have any scraps. Mahrez. On to Haaland. Oh, fancy footwork. He's in here. Tries to lift it. Oh, football finesse at its very best. You can't argue with that finish. Well, if there were any lingering doubts about the outcome, surely they now have been removed. Well, the seconds are ticking away, and the home side in control. Stuart, what have you made of this?
Well, what an excellent performance this has been. They've had complete control for most of the game. Their movement, clever...
Well, it smacks into the gloves of the goalkeeper. He's lost it. Excellent vision. Oh, a lovely ball. A goal! An exceptional performance, this. 4 to the good now.
Just look at this again. The combination play in the top third of the field was so precise. And once he gets onto it, he just smashes it past the keeper with great technique. What an emphatic finish that is.
And this is turning into something of a rout. 4-0. And he has the measure of his man. And there it is, the final whistle. And the fans will be leaving the stadium with smiles.